What's going on, boys and girls? You know, I always say you can take the country out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of the country. Of course, I'm still in the South, and that's kind of considered country. But what we're going to do today is one of those good old Southern recipes. We're going to make some fatback. In my family, my mama used to make it. We didn't have it all the time, but my mom used to make it, and it would be such a special day. Usually, she'd do it on a Saturday, and she'd have some fatback and some bacon. Not bacon, but she'd have some eggs and some grits and some toast. It would be so good, so good. It was all gone too, guys. We were little pigs when we were kids coming up. All that stuff would be gone. So we're gonna make some fatback. You've probably seen it at well, not really Shoney's, but you've probably seen it at Golden Corral and Western Sizzling and places like that. But we can make our own, and we can make it better. So you guys follow this recipe, and it's gonna be a short video. We're not gonna keep you too long. Here we go. All right, guys. So when you see fatback, you know fatback is just the skin of the pig. You can kind of see, you know, there's the fat right there, and then there's the skin right there. If it has a little streak of meat going down it, they call that stricoline, you know, or we say stricoline, you know. Give me some of that stricoline. Now, I'm going to do mine a little bit different. Now, this stuff is super, super salty. You see all that salt on it, guys? We're going to rinse that salt off of it. And while we're boiling it, we're going to put some spices in there. Now, you don't have to do this part. This is just something I do just to give it a little bit more flavor. You don't have to add no salt to it. It's going to have plenty of salt. So let's rinse it off first. Yeah, look at all that salt in there. And we got a bunch of salt in there. And we're just going to put it in a little colander and just rinse this stuff off, y'all. Get them till you're not really feeling too much salt on it. Okay, we're going to bring a pot of water to a boil. We're going to use a tablespoon each of the Italian seasoning, the garlic powder, and the onion powder. Just put it directly in there. It's going to foam up a little bit. We don't want it to spill out, though. We don't want it to spill out. Foaming is okay, but not spilling. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our stricoline, or our fatback, and we're just going to boil this, y'all, for about 5 minutes. You don't want to boil all the salt out of it. You just want to boil it so it's not so salty. That's the main reason you boil this, so it's not so salty. So we're going to bring that up to a boil. Make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees, because we're going to kind of slow. Now you can cook this in the oil on the stove as well too, kind of slow and low, not on high. We're going to do ours in the oven, just so it's just a lot easier to handle. So bring that to a boil, 5 minutes. Alrighty, after 5 minutes, we're going to just pour these out and let them drain. Get a little foggy there. Oops. Let them drain. We got our pan here. You shouldn't have to put anything on the pan, guys. The fatback is going to make its own oil, so, and you can see some of that stuff is still up there, some of the garlic and the onion powder. But now we just wanted that to kind of be flavorful in on the actual fatback, and so it does add a little bit. So it's not going to taste like your mama's, but you know, you can't do everything just like your mama did. You know, sometimes you got to try to make it better than what your mama did. And guys, I'm telling you, when you add the spices, it really makes a difference. All right, we're going to let that drain, then we're going to dry them off. Okay, now all you want to do is just put them on your baking sheet here. Just make sure none of them are laying on top of each other. Just put them in one layer. Just got to make sure none of them are on top of each other. And again, you could do it in the frying pan, y'all, and just do it low and slow for the most part. But doing it in the oven just keeps you from having to do so much doggone work. So we're going in the oven, 350 degrees for about 15 minutes initially. We're going to check them after 15 minutes, and probably we'll have to go in about another 15 minutes. Shouldn't take but about 30 to 40 minutes. All right, so now that's after about 15 minutes right there, y'all. So they're not quite done yet. I mean, you want these things to be hard. So we're just gonna, some of them will have probably stuck a little bit. Well, no, they didn't. Good. Just kind of move them around somewhat. But see how they make their own oil? And that oil is pretty much lard. You can use it to cook with, fry with. It's a real good way of frying your food instead of using, you know, plant oils and stuff like that, canola and corn oil. It's the way they used to cook stuff back in the day. So we're going to go back in the oven for about another 15 minutes or so. Alrighty, guys. So it actually took another 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes. At 20 minutes, 15 minutes, they weren't quite done, but at 20 minutes, they are done. God, I can't talk tonight. I'm hungry. Anyway, that's how you do it, guys. We're gonna plate these things up and let you see how they look nice and fancified, and then we're gonna fix some eggs with them. And this is how you cook fatback. So it's a staple of Southern cooking. And there you have it. Nice fat back. Again, in this raw form, you can put it in collard greens and kale and turnip greens just as seasoning. Like this, it's kind of a snack, y'all. You know, if you want to have it with some breakfast or something, or crunch it up and put it on a salad, makes a real good addition to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment on the video. Hit the little notification bell so that you can see more of my content. You guys take care. Have a great day. Peace. All right, before I let you go completely, we made some scrambled eggs with this thing right here. This is going to be delicious. Having a piece of this fat back. Listen to that crunch, y'all. And having it with the eggs. Oh, this is going to be so good. All right, y'all. Just had to brag a little bit. Peace.